Do you think it caught you at a certain time, and why isn't it a Bout de Souffle? Why isn't it Les Enfants du Paradis? Why isn't it, you know, a Fellini film?
That's great. That's God. How nice to be able to give this answer, because I'm too young. You know, I think there's that. It came out when I was 20 to 22 or whatever. When you're at that age of receptivity. So there's people who are a bit older than us. You know, like sort of David Thompson, say, or Colin McKay, for whom it's Godard. You know, I mean, Godard wasn't. You know, he'd already. We were too late for Godard, and at the same time we were sort of too old for Tarantino, if you like. So I experienced this film when it came out, when I was at that age of maximum receptivity, when my whole idea of what cinema could be was in the process of being formed. And of course that means now that, you know, it's now I mean, it's like, I'm just sort of it's a bit like, I mean, yeah, the cinema is not, most cinema now is not, I'm irrelevant to the I'm not in the sort of, I'm not in the demographic that most films are trying to appeal to. But yeah, so there's...
So you're saying there is a time in the tide of man when a great film can come along and it'll grab you, and it's you and the film rather than the received wisdom of, say, Godard. When someone says, well, you've got to see Godard because he's great,
yeah,
and you say, well, I'll decide what's great.
Yeah, but of course, I mean, you can still see what's great about Godard. I mean, I think it's quite interesting now with Tarkovsky, whether you know, when in the 1980s, we were all mad about Tarkovsky. You know, partly because we liked to make that lefty point. You know, yeah, you know, you couldn't make a film like this in the West, could you? You know, it would be censored by the market. We loved making that point. And I wonder now if, I mean, I wonder what sort of, if somebody of, you know, somebody the age now that I was then, you know, what they make of it. I mean, it's partly also because our attention spans have been so gnawed away at by, you know, by so many different things we've become used. You know, I just wonder if it would seem absolutely intolerably slow now. Whereas, although, you know, I struggled with the slowness of Stalker when I first saw it, you know, I was no stranger to slowness. I'd seen a lot of Antonioni and this sort of stuff before then. But yeah, I was absolutely, it was the perfect moment for me to see it.